Hello and welcome to Seekeras. So, when you're about to take a job, the most critical stage of your final selection process is personal interview. Here, you cannot take any chances, everything completely depends on your individual performance. That is how you answer the common interview questions. The situation becomes even more challenging if you are a fresher and you are facing your first job interview. So, in this video, we have common fresher interview questions and answers to help you prepare and ace your job interview. The first and foremost question anyone asks is, tell us about yourself. Here, you're definitely not going to tell the interview about your favorite dish, movie, or character. The interviewer asks this question to analyze how confident you are and how you present yourself. So, the best way to answer this common question is to tell the hiring manager about your education and family background. However, this should not look like your life story, and you should quickly concentrate on sharing a bit about your strengths that build the platform for further discussion about your suitability for the job opening. So, a few bonus tips are: don't narrate what's already mentioned in your CV. Focus more on talking about your achievements and learning, and also keep it short. The second question they might ask is, what are your strengths? This is one of the most important fresher interview questions, as the employer analyzes your strengths for the job role and tries to understand the challenge you might have to face on the job. Therefore, be cautious about stating any of your strengths or weaknesses. The good idea is to share strengths that are related to the job. One such interview answer sample for an electrical engineer job interview would be to talk about your expertise in evaluating electrical products, systems, and components if you are confident to answer any question related to it. In the end, also saying that you're a quick learner adds value to your strengths. The third question they might ask after what are your strengths is obviously, what are your weaknesses? It becomes critical when you have to share your weaknesses, that too with your hiring manager. However, it is never recommended to say that you do not have any weakness, as it makes you look arrogant. Therefore, choose a weakness that doesn't impact your current job role. A few bonus tips are: never brag about your strengths and skills that you cannot justify, and always elaborate your strengths and weaknesses with some quick examples. The fourth question they might ask is, what are your hobbies? In your fresher interview questions, you can even expect some basic interview questions like, what are your hobbies? Now, if you think why the employer is interested in knowing about your hobbies, it is an important question. The interviewer tries to gauge about your personality, your energy level, and how you can fit for the company's culture. Therefore, share something that adds value to your skills, such as traveling and meeting people if you are appearing for a client meeting role. Even sharing some generic hobbies, such as some sports or reading, reflect well on your activeness. A few bonus tips are: avoid sharing hobbies that can give a bad impression, such as gambling, and also sharing a mix of personal and professional interests shows you a balanced person in life. Let's move on to the fifth questions that the interviewer might ask you in a job interview. What do you know about our company? This is one of the most important interview questions that is usually asked by a hiring manager in the beginning of the conversation to understand how much you are aware about the organization where you wish to work. Therefore, the best way to ace this interview question is to do proper research about the company, read online about company's latest updates, understand this business, and above all, read thoroughly the job description. Now, moving on to the sixth question, why should we hire you? With this tricky interview question and answer, the employer wants to see your ability to pitch your skills and convincing power. Moreover, this interview question is an opportunity to show the interviewer your willingness for the job. The best way to answer this fresher interview question is to talk about your skills and strengths that match the job role. You can even share some examples of how you managed a few projects or important assignments in your college that reflect your strengths. A few bonus tips are: share strengths and skills that are relevant for the job description but keep it short. and wait and elaborate if the interviewer wants to know more about particular instances to validate your points. The seventh question for interviews is, why do you want to work with this company? Companies mostly ask this common interview question to freshers to see what they want and how much they know about the company they are appearing for. Therefore, it is always recommended to know about the company's background, values, operations, services, and other important details. A bonus tip: correlate your career goals with the company's values and state how working with the company can enhance your skills and knowledge. Question number 8 is, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? As a first job interview, answering this interview question might become difficult at times. Of course, at this stage, we are more concerned about our first year of the job, and planning about 5 years seems daunting to many freshers. Don't worry, here's how you can ace this fresher interview question. The idea of asking this question is to check two things mainly. Firstly, your willingness to stay longer with the company, and secondly, how well you are planned about your career goals. A few bonus tips are: never give an impression that you want this job just to gain experience and then you wish for something bigger in the near future. And also, keep your answer aligned with the current job role to show your interest in the company. The ninth question we have for you is, what are your salary expectations? As a fresh graduate, talking about your first salary is exciting but a difficult job. The best way common interview question is to do some research in advance so that you can confidently take a reasonable range. A few tips are: never ask for either a too less or too high salary package, as this might cost you the job at both the ends. In case you do not have any idea about a reasonable salary for the job, you can simply answer to accept the package as per industry standards. This leaves much scope for negotiation at the time of final offer letter. Lastly, we have the question, do you have any questions for us? Most of the job interviews close with this basic interview question where the interviewer leaves scope for you to clear your doubts. Moreover, asking questions show that you are a confident and focused person who wants to clarify for his or her job. Many fresh graduates hesitate to ask questions from the interview, but it is always recommended to ask some relevant questions. A few bonus tips are: prepare a list of questions in advance that can help you familiarize with the job role. Ask intelligent questions that show your curiosity to know more about the job, its policies, people, any specific skill you need to acquire for the given role, etc. Avoid asking irrelevant questions such as the duration of lunch hours, how often the company organizes parties, or how soon you will be promoted to the next level. Preparation is the best way to succeed. Hope this list of some important fresher interview questions and answers will help you stand out in your job interview. All the best! And if you are looking for jobs, then do follow us on Instagram. And you can also DM us if you need any help or have any questions. This was the end to our video, and thank you for watching.